Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mountain Blade Warband. I've just realised that when I uploaded the last file I uploaded it in 240p and it looks awful, so hopefully I'll remember again this time. I've lowered the volume, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better. And while I was uploading part 2 I decided to do something that I don't think I've seen in any of the other Let's Plays of Mountain Blade, which was to start a rebellion. To start a rebellion you need to go to one of the major cities and visit the Lord's Hall. And you should find a claimant inside those cities who should be on the throne of one of the major kingdoms. And you become their lead general and start a rebellion in their home country. I have realised that in the past 2 videos my voice has been rather monotone. I'm trying to sort that out a bit, but who knows, hopefully it'll get better as time goes on. I've just realised that the people I'm fighting actually have decent equipment and will probably slaughter my recruits. And they have ranged weapons, so I'm probably going to die as well. I do fail at this game when I'm trying to talk as well as play, as you've no doubt noticed from videos 1 and 2. Although at least they're throwing the weapons away quite early. Oh, I just got one hit killed. Well, almost anyway. And I just sacrificed some men so I can run away like a little girl. Because let's face it, that's what real nobles do. We'll be trying to recruit some more men. I'm going back for those deserters though, because I want my men back. This probably wasn't a great idea, because I have no health. And very few good units. Although the reason I did come back for them is because I want their equipment, because they have chainmail robes and those would be quite useful for me right now. As you can see, useful tactic, just keep your shield up and circle around them. Ranged enemies should get rid of most of the missile ammunition. And then you can just ride past and give them a quick hit on the head. Hopefully you don't get speared, because I've noticed a lot of the Sirenid infantry carry spears. Looks like my men are dead and retreating. But hopefully I can just continue to pick people off. As you can see, my weaponry is not very effective against these men because of their armor, and because I am a very bad level right now. Speak of the devil, I'll level up now and put some points into my strength and power strike, because right now I really need to be doing damage. And at the very least all the enemies have become spread out, so it'll make it a little bit easier to target them. I will do a quick ride past and make sure they're not all using ranged weaponry still, which it looks fine. Now, if my horse gets too low on health, I will have to retreat from this fight, which isn't really the outcome I want. I'm hoping to once these men have lost so many of them, they will try and retreat, and I'll just let them at that point, because I can't really take much more of this fight. I think most of my men were killed and not knocked unconscious, so that could be a problem, because the bandits in this area, if they're still in this update, I haven't been to the Serenade lands on this update yet, are all mounted and can be a bit of a pain. I still haven't had many views on my first couple of videos, but it has only been a day or two. And I've had no comments as to which faction people prefer. So if I don't get any by the time it comes to joining a faction or rebelling against a faction, I will just pick one myself. And we're down to the last man here. I'm doing better than I thought I was going to do. I was expecting to be dead by this point. And we won, which was quite surprising. Got another level up. Those Serenade infantry are actually quite high up. They are quite elite soldiers. And we got some plate boots, which I am quite pleased with. And a better shield. All in all, not a bad battle. Hopefully my men should have leveled up. They have. Veteran footmen, although most of them are injured, so I will be trying to recruit some more on my way to Darkuda over there, where I will sell the equipment I've just gathered, although 4 looters does look pretty appetizing right now. And we joined the battle with another lord, another mechanic in this game. Battles aren't always one-on-one with you and another group, and that's good and bad, because you can end up outnumbered around 500 by like 500 enemies, because a lot of the enemy lords tend to gang up in war parties, because marshals are elected when your kingdom is at war, and they're basically just generals. They'll lead the armies, gather all the lords, and I don't really have much more to say on that. I forgot to level up. And we'll have more points in charisma and in trade this time, I think. Hopefully we'll be able to afford some better armor in the next place, because we are still wearing looter armor. And as you can see, you have to pay your troops at the end of the week. The more troops you have and the better they are, obviously, the more you have to pay. You can be awarded towns and castles in this game, and because of the new update, castles will now give you rent as well as towns, so there is a point in having castles now. You can also be awarded these major towns, but it's not very often that happens. And we will go to the market. In fact, we will check the tavern first and see if there's any named NPCs that I want. These Ashiks are just another word for a bard, another type of person who can teach you a poem. And there is Ferentus and the Shavi, so we'll be recruiting both of these NPCs. Sorry if I'm skipping through these texts a bit fast. I will leave them up a second or so longer so you can pause them and read them if you want to. And there we go, we got our first hero units, which is why I didn't sell off the stuff straight away, because these people variably come with really bad equipment. As you can see, the Sharvie, she's an archer, but all she has for melee is a stick. And cavalry tend to target your archers, so I'll be replacing her stick with a spear. And as you can see, tell me about your skills. This is where you level up your people and check on the stats. And let me see your wrong button. Let me see your equipment. That you organize your people. Now this armor is actually a lot better than it looks, so she'll be keeping that, but I'll be giving her a spear instead of a stick. Now Ferrentus here comes with quite bad equipment, so what we'll be giving him is just some normal armor from the bandits, some of these pointy shoes,